Well, I'm finally home. I have been on the road for about the past 3 weeks, hosting an event in Taos, New Mexico, an annual conference that I host, and teaching in the UK. And I just went for a walk. Like, one of my favorite things to do every weekend is I take a walk. And I was walking, and I've been thinking for the past couple of days, like, what am I going to talk about in my video this week? And the one thought I couldn't get out of my head is like how happy I've been in the past couple of weeks. Like, I could almost say that this is the happiest I've been in my entire life. So as I was walking, I was thinking, like, what is making me this happy? Like, what exactly is it? Like, nothing really profound has changed in my life recently. Nothing is too terribly different. Like, nothing has happened that I can think of. But what is it that is like making me so happy? And I'm going on this walk and I'm just thinking, and I realized I think I know what it is. Like, for the past few weeks, I did a video series that I called 10 Scenarios Where Solution-Focused Brief Therapy Shouldn't Have Worked, But Did. And my point was I wanted to make videos that would show people the true essence and nature of the solution-focused approach. I think that I hear so many rumors and people saying, like, I like solution-focused brief therapy, but it can't work with people with serious problems or with trauma or whatever. But that's not true. And not only is it not true from a research perspective, it's not true in the clinical realm. It's not true in our work. So I thought if I shared like 10 scenarios that were like so hard and so tricky and so complicated that no one would have logically thought that an approach like the solution-focused way of working would have made a difference, but it did, that would like convey to people, like, this is how amazing this approach did. So that's what I did. I made 10 videos. And I think the accidental consequence of me sharing those 10 stories of like hope and strength and power is I actually think I was happier doing it, because 10 consecutive days telling these stories, I think it impacted my life and caused me to just walk around with a little bit more of a pep in my step, a little bit more happy and a little bit more thrilled. And it reminded me, like, that actually makes sense to me. I remember a few years ago, this organization asked me if I would give a lecture about something called secondary trauma. Now, those of you who may not be familiar with that term, secondary trauma is like, as a therapist and you work with people experiencing trauma, the therapist gets secondary trauma from being exposed to the trauma of the client. Well, if that's true, then this other idea that I actually first heard from a guy named Johnny Kim, a researcher, a brilliant researcher in solution-focused therapy named Johnny Kim, that secondary resilience is also equally true. And that is, if I spend a lot of time working with clients and watching their strength and their abilities and their hope and their love and all of those things come back into their lives, then I get secondary resilience. And I think in the past couple of weeks, I've just gotten like secondary happiness from telling all of these stories of wonderful people. And I think the reason I want to share this with you is I think two reasons. Number one is maybe what makes solution-focused brief therapy so magical is it ignites that positive part of your client's life. Because when we get impacted by a problem, we spend a lot of time thinking about it, talking about it, invested in it. But when we talk about strength and power and hope and love, like, something else happens. And then the other thing is, so not only like maybe this is why solution-focused brief therapy works, but like, be aware that working in this way will probably give you secondary resilience and secondary hope and secondary love, because that'll have a tremendous impact on your life. I say all the time that using solution-focused brief therapy, not only has it impacted the life of my clients, but it's also impacted my life. And in the past couple of weeks, I've had like a very real experience of that. So I hope this video like resonates with you and lets you know that like there is so much more of a ripple effect from having these positive conversations than just the client's problem going away. Something happens in your life too if you let it in and you let it ripple through your world. It's the greatest thing in the world, and I might just keep doing series like this because like I feel like I'm walking on a little bit of cloud nine and things are going well. Just kind of happy. So I hope this video touches you and engages you to have a bit of happiness as well. So please leave a comment below. And you know what I'd like you to do? Tell me something positive that has happened in your life in the past week or so in the comments of this video so that you can start the ripple of the positive effect happening in your life too. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my page, share this video, head on over to elliottacani.com for more free videos and more training material and information about my schedule. Thank y'all, and I see you in the next video.